I got a chance to study telecommunication in Embakasi Garrison. Na nilipo join Embakasi Garrison, nikiwa nafanya masomo ufundi wa ndege, one day I got a friend who invited me for a presentation like the one we have tonight. And nilipoenda kwa hiyo presentation, I was really impressed by what they talked about, because walisema through this opportunity kuna mambo matatu ambayo utabenefit sana. Kitu ya kwanza wakasema you'll enjoy a longer and a healthier life, and that is what we are looking for nowadays. Everybody is looking for how you can live a longer and a healthier life. The other thing walisema you'll enjoy a good lifestyle through this opportunity, na pia wakasema pia through this opportunity you'll travel the world. Hiyo ndio kitu ambayo ilinivutia sana katika hii opportunity, and I joined. Na tangu ni join, I've never regretted. I've really enjoyed about the health, of which we are going to talk about today, because what I can tell you is you are the best doctor that you can ever have. Today, even if you go to a doctor, he may not feel the pain you are going through. You are the only person who is feeling the pain. And sometimes we get into these problems deliberately. Sometimes we get into these problems unknowingly. And that's why there is always power in information. So if you're here and you're a guest, feel most welcome. I'm sure the information we are going to share today, it may save your life or someone else's life. So don't take it for granted. Yes?
There are several guys from, we have guys from West Africa and Uganda who can't hear Kiswahili. Okay. So they are saying you use English. Lydia will share the screen for you in a moment.
Okay. So I was saying that I got this opportunity when I was working in the armed forces, and I took it seriously. I've never regretted. I've really enjoyed the health part of it. I've also enjoyed good health. I've also traveled courtesy of this opportunity. So if you're a guest tonight, feel most welcome. I'm sure the person who has invited you will show you more about this opportunity. Today, we are going to focus so much on our respiratory system, which I'm sure everybody has a respiratory system. We need to take care of it. And sometimes we develop this kind of respiratory challenges when we are still very, I'm sure you have come across very young children who started developing a chronic, not chronic, but respiratory service. But with time, it graduates and it becomes sometimes very chronic. So it's good to take care of our respiratory service. And our respiratory is general. It has different organs that controls our respiratory system. We have the lungs, which controls the respiratory system. We have the airways. And as you can see from the screen, thank you very much, Lydia. We are going to focus so much on which are very common in all our countries. And I'm going to talk much about the respiratory system. So it's not all about, we have quite a number of organs that control our respiratory system. And this is what helps us get enough oxygen. And this oxygen is distributed in different parts of the body. We have these chronic diseases we call asthma, and asthma is just a condition. It is not a disease. And we can get rid of it with time. So asthma is just a condition. It's a condition whereby the mucus or the mucosa along the respiratory surfaces is not well balanced. So if in case of any cold or any dust, you know, our respiratory. I want an example. Today, if you get a bee stings you, automatically it will swell very, very fast. The same thing happens to our airways. So in case you get too much cold into your system or a lot of dust, the wall of the airways tends to swell very fast. And once they swell, the only way you can get rid of that is using an inhaler. And that's how asthma starts developing. And I'm sure it has affected quite a number of us and also our family members. And what causes asthma? I know there are people who live in areas which are very dusty, areas which have very strong smell. In our country, we have areas that you can't survive because the kind of smell coming from that area is too much. Sometimes it affects our respiratory services with time. There are people also who live places where there's a lot of smoke. There's a lot of smoke coming from the tobacco. If you are fond of living with somebody who smokes all the time, getting that secondary effect of the smoke is very bad. It is even worse than the person who is smoking. So sometimes smoking the tobacco, or if you get a secondary person from the smoke, it also affects us. Also, our eating habits has also affected us. We also have pollen. There are plants which have pollen. I'm sure we are getting into a season where we are growing plants. I'm sure there are people who will be affected by such kind of pollen. People who also are in the construction industry, they live in places which are very, very dusty. Our beddings can also affect us. We have animals. There are people who are allergic to fur coming from animals. All these environments affect our respiratory system with time, and sometimes it can lead to this condition we call asthma. So as I told you earlier, asthma is just a condition. It's not a disease. It's a condition that you can get rid of. Also the weather, I'm sure we are getting to a season where it will start raining. Also in the month of July, there are people who are so much affected. Unless they keep their body warm, then it affects the respiratory system. And with time, that can graduate into asthma. Sometimes you may be born not with without asthma, but with time, as your body weakens, then the challenges that affect our respiratory system, they graduate and they become asthmatic. So asthma is, there are also other areas that affect also, especially the lungs. The lungs are also affected when it comes to the respiratory challenges. We have different that affect also our, we have conditions like pneumonia. Pneumonia is just a condition that affects our lungs. And we also have what we call, before I get into that, we have what we call the bronchitis. Bronchitis is a condition whereby there is abnormal widening of airways, such that it affects our lungs, such that the infections can get in very, very, very fast. You also have what we call the chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, or COPD. We can give it a short form of COPD. And this is whereby you find that you are, the walls of your respiratory systems, they are so tightened such that they are not elastic. So because every person's respiratory services should be as flexible as possible. It should be able to contract easily and also expand easily. But if you have chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, then you find that the airwaves, the air pathways, they are not elastic enough. So such that the mucus along that way, you find that it's not well balanced. So it affects also somebody who has, and sometimes it can also graduate into asthmatic. We also have what we call lung cancer, and if your lungs are affected by cancer, cancer is just a growth inside your body. And these are multiple cells that multiply every now and then, and it can develop into a tumor. And once it develops into a tumor, then it can easily obstruct the airways, and this can cause what you call inflammation. Inflammation is just the swelling, and this can come in cause of too much dead cells into your body that keep on multiplying every now and then. And once you get the cancer, there is no replacement of a lung. The only way you can go through is if it's detected early, you can go through treatment like chemotherapy and all that, but there is no replacement of a lung. So all these challenges affect our respiratory systems. And once there are also other conditions that also affect our respiratory systems. We have a condition called the pneumonia, as I said earlier. This is a lung function that most is caused by a bacteria or viruses. Now, if you want to know the symptoms of the pneumonia, sometimes you feel like, especially on your chest, too much pain on your chest, or on your lower ribs, you may feel too much pains on your lower ribs, and it spreads very fast. So pneumonia is a very dangerous disease. If not treated early, you can end up losing your life. I have quite a number of people I know that lost their lives just because of taking pneumonia for granted. So if you feel any pain in your body, in your chest, don't take it for granted. Go for checkup, and if possible, take more action and go for treatment. So, and this affects so much our respiratory system. We also have what we call the TB or tuberculosis. This is a bacterial infection that affects our lungs and parts of our body. Sometimes TB can also be so persistent, such that it can resist some of the medications that we get. So once you get tuberculosis, it's always good to go for treatment, and you take it until you finish the dosage that the doctor tells you. If you don't finish up, then the bacteria that causes tuberculosis, it may form a resistance way such that the disease, the medicine that you take may not work for you. So it's always good to take care of this, and this affects our lungs. If you keep on coughing, TB can make you even cough and cough blood. So it's also very dangerous if not taken, if you don't take precautions as early as possible. Then you also have what you call the coronavirus, which is an acute respiratory illness. I'm sure most of us went through such kind of an experience, and it makes it, once mucus clogs your respiratory system, so heavy such that the air, oxygen cannot get in, and oxygen cannot get in. That's why people survive on oxygen from the hospitals. I'm sure we went through such kind of experience, and you can easily lose your life if you don't get enough oxygen in your body. Then you also have flu. We have people who have running nose throughout 365 days in a year. And this affects also our respiratory systems. You'll always find them blowing their nose. So flu also affects our systems. The good thing about the flu, you can get rid of it. There are people who have flu which is very persistent. So before it graduates, it's always good to take care of your system. And what are the causes of all these respiratory challenges? As I said earlier, we have what we call smoking. Smoking is the leading cause of cancer. And from the picture form, the one that you saw in the beginning, if you can really see the picture of somebody, the lungs of somebody who smokes, just go and check a chimney that passes through the smoke every now and then. That's how our lungs look like if fond of smoking all the time. So smoking affects our lungs very much, and this can lead also into asthma, and also it can lead into attacks. We also have what you call the environmental. As I told you, I shared earlier that in the environment that you are living in, if it's too much polluted, then it can lead into such kind of respiratory challenges. People who live in areas which have industries, like in Kenya, we have people who live in Kitengela, we have people who live in the river. Those areas, they are too dusty. So you'll find majority of the residents have what you call the respiratory challenges. We also have immune conditions like rheumatoid arthritis, and we also have the thyroid. Thyroid can also develop what you call autoimmune, which can compromise your immunity. If your immunity is compromised, then you'll have a tendency of getting such kind of challenges like flu, asthma, and all that. And also we have genetic. There are people who have, according to their generations, they always have such kind of genetics that they have. It's like a family trend that they have asthma. So, and then we also have, we call chemical carcinogens. Everybody has what we call carcinogens. And carcinogens are cancerous cells. They multiply. What affects the carcinogens and what makes them become cancerous, it's the amount of toxins that get into your systems. So if you're fond of taking too much of toxins, then those carcinogens, they can easily change and they cause challenges like lung cancer and all that. So those are some of the causes that affects our respiratory systems. And the good thing about our opportunity, if you join our opportunity, we have very wonderful we have very wonderful products that can help you get rid of that. But before we get into that, I want just to give you some of the symptoms that if you are facing what you call the respiratory challenges, you may have what you call a short of breath every now and then. You may have what you call hoarseness. Hoarseness is having a voice that is not very clear. I'm sure you have come across people who can't even sing, they can't talk properly because their throat has already been affected. The mucus along that respiratory services, the respiratory service has already been affected. You have what we call the recurring respiratory infections, feeling a lot of fatigue, having a running nose all the time. You can also have what you call the body ache. We have wheezing. We have also the chest tightness. You can also have what you call the wet cough with mucus, and also persistent cough. There are also people who, when they wake up early in the morning, you'll always find them sneezing once they get out of bed because of change of the environment. Then you'll find them, their respiratory is affected, and you'll find them sneezing all the time. So it's always good to take care of our health, and especially our lungs and also the respiratory systems. So the most affected part, as I told you, is the respiratory system. And as I told you earlier, that we have products that helps us get rid of that, and we can get rid of all these challenges through taking a good diet. And the best way that you can help your body is give your body what it requires. It has the capability of reversing such kind of conditions. Sometimes when we get sick, we give our bodies things that they don't require. You don't require too much chemicals. Sometimes we give our bodies temporarily solutions, but the only way you can give your body permanent solution is give it the required nutrients, and it's able to reverse as conditions. Also be kind to your lungs by making sure that you live in a clean environment, free from smoke, free from infections. Keep your body also hydrated all the time. And also, if you can, go to places which have very fresh air. Like I know we have different areas in our countries, places where there are trees, which help us get rid of the toxins in the air. Try go there, breathe in. It helps to keep your lungs as healthy as possible. So it's good to take care of our diet. And according to the World Health Organization, don't just take food to make your stomach full. How should you take your food? According to the World Health Organization, you're supposed to be as active as possible. Even if you're driving, try and make sure your body is as active as possible. There's one trend I was taught in the armed forces, that always do exercise. Make sure that you make your body sweat. That is the only way you can get rid of the toxins out of your body. Make your joints as flexible as possible. So physical activity is something that you should not take it for granted. If you take it now, then you'll pay the cost later through what you call physiotherapy. I'm sure you have seen some people going through physiotherapy. It's just making sure that all your body organs are flexible. The other thing that we should take in large quantities are whole grains. Whole grains, an example of a whole grain is a maize. Take the all the parts of the maize. We have the germ, we have the outer cover, and all that. Then we should also take different types of fruits and vegetables. This helps us in boosting our body immunity. If your immunity is come earlier, respiratory is also in danger. We also have what we call the proteins. We should take the right proteins. But nowadays, we are taking too much of red meat, which is very dangerous to our body systems. We are also taking much of fat and sugars. But according to the World Health Organization, we are supposed to take less sugar and fats. So in a way, people have inverted the triangle. Very few people are going for doing exercise. We are taking too much of sugar and fats. As you can see, that gentleman is enjoying lunch. I'm sure some of us have taken lunch. If you have taken such kind of food, you have inverted the triangle. He's taking a soft drink and chips. That is just fats and sugars. There are no proteins there. And then we have what we call the fruits and vegetables. As you can see, there are no fruits and vegetables there. And then we have the whole grains. That pizza or that it's either a whole grains. And then after that, I'm sure he'll not do any exercise. He'll go relaxing and maybe sleeping. So all those food clogs in his body, and with time the body weakens. He's feeding his body with the wrong thing. So now what to do? Because we can't change all this. The whole grains is very expensive. Getting fruits and vegetables is also very expensive. What can we do? And if you don't do that, then this was a study which was done, and they said that by 2022, which has already passed, the leading deaths will be heart diseases. We have the cancer, diabetes, stroke. We also have what you call the obesity, and what we are talking about today, the chronic respiratory diseases. So if this was a study which was done, and it's already happening. And the good thing about our opportunity, we have very wonderful and the leading scientists in the world. We are so proud of Dr. First. the gentleman you can see alone. That is, gentleman is the only person who discovered the chemotherapy of cancer. He has a team of scientists who gives us a guarantee that if you take these products, they will help your body reverse some of the conditions, or they'll help you live a longer and a happier life. You can also see our founder, that is Jerry Brasfield, together with his daughters. And we are so proud of the and he's now towards us that the products that you are taking, they are all based, they are all natural, and they're backed by science. So in our company, we have one very wonderful product, and I would like to recommend to each and everyone here. And this product is called a TNN. Every challenge that we face in our body starts from our cells. So we need to feed our cells well. As you can see from the picture, we have an healthy cell that does not allow food in and waste out. So what makes our cells soft and permeable is the whole grains. We have this product called TNN that helps our body become soft and permeable, such that the food can get in and the waste can get out. Then after feeding our cells, we should protect our cells. As I told you that we should be taking a lot of fruits and vegetables, but we don't take fruits and vegetables in the right manner. If you want fruits, where do you get them? You go to the market. Before that fruit reaches the market, how long does it take once it's plucked from the tree? Sometimes it takes a month. And the more the fruit takes time reaching you, the sweeter it becomes. And the more it becomes, the useless it becomes. So the sweeter the fruit, the more useless it is. So what can we do? We have a very wonderful product called a carotenoid complex. If you take carotenoid complex, if you take it in 20 days, then your immunity will go up by 37%. So that is the power of a carotenoid complex. It's like taking 115 kilograms of fruits and vegetables. So you should be taking a lot of fruits and vegetables. This helps in protecting our body cells from the toxins that I was talking about. So if you want to get rid of the cancerous cells, the ones I told you about, the carcinogens, the only way we can help our body fight such kind of challenges is feed your body with the right fruits and vegetables. Then we also have another very wonderful product. We call it omega-3. And omega-3 is very good for our brain. It's also a very good product that helps, has all the 8 families of omega-3. If you go outside in our market, we have omega-3s, but do they have the 8 families of omega-3? And our omega-3 helps us in getting rid of what you call the inflammation. Inflammation that if you are responsible, our body gets rid of what you call the inflammation. So our product omega-3 is made of salmon fish oil. This is a first-class wild fish. What they do, they compress the whole fish, they produce that oil and put it in form of a capsule. So if you take one capsule, it's like you have taken the salmon fish, which is a very healthy fish. It is the only fish that survives in the fresh waters. And it's clinically tested. It has a lot of benefits, not only on our respiratory, it has quite a number of benefits in our body. We also have what we call the minerals. Minerals are very important in our systems. They help our systems work in a proper way. We have quite a number of minerals that your body requires. Because of processing our foods, we don't get the minerals in the right way. Nowadays, I'm sure none of us goes to the water springs to fetch water. We get bottled water. Some of the water has already been added flavors. They have put a lot of chemicals to purify it. So at the end of the day, we don't get the right minerals. And through that, you find that also our systems are also affected. And in our company, we have this wonderful product. We call it Pro Vitality. It's a combination of all this. So if you take one one sachet of Pro Vitality, which has threonine, it has carotenoid complex, omega-3 and multi, you will live a longer and a healthier life. So let's all be taking this product, and you'll help your body reverse conditions back to normal. What are some of the benefits apart from the respiratory? If you take Pro Vitality, you'll have enough energy, you'll have enough protection in your body. You'll also have a very healthy heart. I know quite a number of people have recommended Pro Vitality. They had heart conditions, and now they are living a healthier life. It's also very good for boosting the immunity, the brain, for the omega-3, flexi joints, and also flexi joints. You also have what you call the clear vision, like our carotenoid complex is very good for our eyes. If you want to have a youthful skin, take our Pro Vitality, and also having healthy nails, and also living a cellular health. So those are some of the products, one of the best products that we have. We also have another very good product that helps in balancing the mucus along our respiratory service. And this is what we call our herbal respiratory. It's a very wonderful product that helps balance our mucus along the respiratory service. We also have what we call vitamin C. Vitamin C, we have 2 vitamin Cs. Vitamin C, just vitamin C is good for the adults. 1 tablet is equivalent to 8 oranges. For the all C, which is chewable, is good for our children. 1 tablet is equivalent to 4 oranges. You also have what you call the Neolife Shake, which is very good for proteins. So these are some of the products that we have that helps in improving our respiratory service. For those people who are affected by what we call the detergents, we also have products that helps our body get rid of easy allergies za masabuni. So before I get into that, I can see some products here. We have what we call the garlic allium. Is also very good for respiratory. Zinc is also good for boosting our immunity. And we also we have what we call the CoQ10. CoQ10 works well with our cells. So it works on the inner part of our cell membrane. Then the threonine works on the outer part of our cell membrane. So the combination works very, very, very well. For our children, we have what we call Vita Squares. This is the threonine for our children. We have VitaGuard, which is a carotenoid complex for our children. All these are chewable. And if you give your child Liquivite, Liquivite is in liquid form. It's a combination of VitaGuard and Vita Squares. So if you combine all these, all C, Vita Square or VitaGuard, or you can give all C and Liquivite, your child will find that that condition is going back to normal. And then you have the NutriShake, which is very good for the proteins and the respiratory, herbal respiratory. So those are some of the products that helps our respiratory system. So we have very wonderful cleaning detergents, which are economical and biodegradable. We have quite a number of them. I just want to mention a few. We have the Super 10, the yellow in color. It's a very good stain remover. We also have what you call the LDC, very good for washing utensils and all that. So these are wonderful home care products. We also have what you call the skincare products. People who have respiratory problems, they tend to have what you call the eczema. We have this product called aloe vera gel, which is a very wonderful product for the skin. And we also have what you call, we have quite a number of skincare products. So these are just a few of them that we have today. So these are the best products that I've come across that I always recommend to everybody. And if you make use of them, you are going to live a longer and a healthier life. And because of time, I want to invite a friend of mine who has been using these products, and I'll allow a session for questions and later on. But I want us to hear from this friend who has used these products, and they have really helped her and also the family. So I want to take this opportunity and invite Purity Ndungu to share with us her testimony about this product. So Purity, karibu sana. Purity. Okay, seems Purity is out of network. I want to give you just a few testimonies about our products. I've given these products to quite a number of people who had different conditions. And today, out of taking the products, they have reversed back their conditions. So is Purity?
Yes. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you. Can take it over.
Hello.
Yes, I can hear you.
You can hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, sorry. I'm on transit. Yes, good.
I think Purity is having a problem with network.
Okay, and our dear for giving me this chance this evening. I'm really excited. I'm Purity Ndungu, for those who have not heard from me before. And I'm very excited about our great products of Neolife. On extra income working part-time. And therefore, my big why for coming in was money. But when I came in, I realized that in your life, you have wonderful and great products that can take care of us and can help us to live a healthy life. And therefore, when I came in, okay, I didn't have the problem of respiratory issues, but I realized there were people around me who had problems of respiratory issues. And when I continued learning about our products, I was able to help so many people. I've been helping so many people. Today, maybe time cannot allow me to tell all of them, but I have this one parent I know that her son was schooling with my son, and he really had so many challenges of respiratory. He had chronic asthma. And my son, because he knew about our product, kept telling about this boy. Tell your mother to talk to my mother so that my mother can show you what you can use to be able to be healthy. And the boy reached out to the mom, and the mom reached out to me. And I was able to help this boy. I gave him the product. That time I remember he was in class 6. I was able to give him these products, omega-3 salmon, Garicalium, herbal respiratory, and the boy started improving. And by the time they were doing their KCPE, from class 6 up to the time he finishes KCPE, that boy had not gone out of school to go to the hospital because of the asthmatic problem. So that is one great testimony that I'm always very happy about, to see that this boy completely got off the asthmatic attacks. And even up to today, the mother is always very excited and she loves our product. Today, she's my customer. She not only uses the products for eating, but she's a very good customer of mine in the products of the cleaning products. She loves the cleaning products, the Super 10, the LDC. She actually uses our product. So I'm very excited. I have so many other testimonies that I can give, but this particular one really stood out for me, to see this boy now being able to be in school, not having going out in and out of the hospital. And up to date now, they're actually in Form 4 because they are the same class with my son. And this boy completely got healed of the asthmatic attack. So I want to tell the people who are listening to us this evening that these products are great. They work. You can use them. You can help somebody out there who has a problem, whichever problem it could be, any other problem. My mom had diabetes. Today, out of using these products, my mom is free of diabetes. I have very many testimonies, not only about the respiratory diseases, our products work. So to tell the last part of my story, I came in because I wanted money. For me, I didn't know about the products, but I thank God that I came across these products. I came in because I wanted the money, and I was shown how I could build a business, helping other people, networking with other people, building leaders, and helping people also to get money. And today I can say that I'm very excited because I came in for money. I have seen money in this opportunity. I have been able to do a lot in this opportunity. I've been able to have time freedom. As a lecturer, when I came in, I was very busy. I didn't even have time to be with my family. My children were very young by that time because I joined 10 years ago. But today I can tell you I've been able to have time freedom. I'm able to have time for my children. I'm able to do the other things that I was not able to do. So our business is great because it can give you time freedom. Our business can help you to change your life financially. Today I can tell you, when I came in this business, I was not living in my own home. Today I have my own home. Today I'm actually a landlord in Nairobi, and courtesy of this business opportunity. So there is money in this business opportunity. There is time freedom for those who are looking for time freedom in this opportunity. You can be able to get it. There is health for those who are looking for health in this business opportunity. There are so many benefits that you can be able to get in this business. I have been able to develop many other leaders who are doing what I'm doing, and even who are doing better than me. I have seen people come in here, change their financial status completely. I've seen people coming and being able to achieve their dreams. The other day, we were just celebrating one of our leaders who was able to buy a brand new car, CX-5, out of this business. So I am very excited when I see people come in because I said yes, and they have been able to change their life too. So those guests who are here today, and maybe you are coming here and looking for an opportunity. This is an opportunity because it's a great opportunity, because not only will it give you the health, you will get the money, you can get the time freedom if you are looking for time freedom like me, and you can be able to touch many lives. So I'm always excited about the business opportunity of Neolife for the things it has been able to help me do. I didn't know that one day I'll have I knew that I was told that this is an international business, but when I was joining, I did not see it. But today I can tell you, my business has gone up to more than 10 countries across the world. I just started with the people I knew, and through the networks, I can tell you today, my business has gone to so many countries across this world, and that is very, very exciting for me. So this evening, I want to tell the people who are listening that if you're looking for an opportunity, this is a great opportunity you can have a look at. You can change your life. You can change the life of other people. I have been able to travel the world also through this opportunity of town. I've been to Dubai, and this year we are going to Turkey, courtesy of Neolife. So I'm excited tonight to tell you that whatever you are looking for, you can be able to get in this opportunity of Neolife. You can be able to invest our life change. So thank you so much for giving me this chance. God bless you and have a great evening. Back to you, Maina.
Okay, thank you very much, Purity, for that wonderful story. I had some few questions that I've just seen that can TNN be taken by anyone, by pregnant mothers? TNN can be taken by anyone. As long as you are breathing, take our TNN. As long as that you have cells, take our TNN. Then for the lady who has just asked that about the black marks under your eyelids, keep on applying aloe vera gel and also the Instagel, as Fred has just answered. And also be patient with our products because we have taken time destroying our body. Also give our products time to help your body get rid of such kind of challenges. And to wind up, what I can tell you is these products are not for the sick. They are for anyone who wants to live a longer and a healthier life. If you want to live a longer and a healthier life, keep on taking these products. Don't take all of them. It's not a must that you take all of them at once. Keep on alternating different kinds of products. And I'm assuring you, you're going to live a longer and a healthier life. If you meet your friends, they'll be asking you, what are you taking? And it's just because of these products that you have been taking. So that's all I can tell you about our products. And I want now to invite Fred to wind up this session for us. So Fred, karibu.
Thank you so much, Maina. You've done it. You've done it so well in spite of the challenges. I cannot add anything. I cannot subtract anything. Thank you guys for logging in. Sorry about the start. At the start, we had a bit of a mishap with the internet and all that, but it worked out well. So next week, we'll be back again. We'll be looking at a different aspect of health. This recording will be available later today so that you can be able to go through it again and also share it with a friend. Join us on this journey of actually making the world a healthier and a happier place. So thank you all. Goodbye. God bless you. Have a restful evening, and we'll see you again next Sunday. Those who are interested in the business, tomorrow at 8 o'clock, we'll be having a presenter from South Africa, Pascal Olo. Use the same link like today, and you'll be able to access our business presentation at 8 p.m. Thank you and nice evening.